Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Miriam Realities, and today I'm so happy being back here. Thank you so much guys for your support. It can't go unnoticed, guys. Thank you so much for your views, for everything you're doing for me. Any kind of support, I appreciate it big time, guys. May God bless you, may God keep you, may God expand you. For the kindness you're showing to me, may it go a long way. May it come back to you in Jesus' mighty name. So today, guys, I would urge you, let's continue in that spirit. And now, if you're new here, guys, karibu sana, and please subscribe to my channel, like, share, tell me what you want to see me doing next time. We play here, we cook, we have conversations, yes, and anything you want us to add into our channel, guys, all your views, all your um all your ideas are welcomed. Okay, guys, we say this is the home of realities. We say things as they are. We don't sugarcoat anything, and we are very real over here. So today, guys, I want to talk about something very, very crucial, something that has been happening, something that I have experienced myself. Okay, and this thing is about mental health. Okay, mental health. And I'll start begin by asking, if I ask you today, how are you doing? You'll just tell me, I'm fine. Okay? You ask me the same and I answer the same way. But we don't go deeper to analyze how fine we are in there. Okay? Ever thought of this? You just say, I'm happy, I'm fine, thank you. Yeah, you're just fine, but you're not fine. Guys, have you ever sat down with yourself and did an audit of yourself down deep down and know how you are doing? Are you okay? Are you fine? As you saying, most of the times we just say we are fine, but we are broken. Okay, guys, this I'll tell you with my own experience. Around 2020, that COVID time, 2019, 2020, okay, I was very frustrated. I'll not lie to you. Then it wasn't about a job, okay? I had so many expectations at that time. They didn't materialize. I was so broken. I just felt that nothing was working. I mean, it took a toll on me. Every time I come from work, I used to come, maybe do a few things in the house. Then those days I was living in a place where there was a rooftop. So I would go up there and sit there and cry and think about a lot of stuff. And at some top point, I just thought like, this life is not, it's not worth living. It's worthless. Nothing is making sense. What I want, I'm not getting. You see, the expectations we have. And most of the time when things doesn't happen, or the opposite happens, we get so frustrated. And mentally, you become, I don't know, something happens to you here. And something of, this kind of, this thing we call depression. People don't understand it, but depression is there. It's not something new. It has been there. Just that we don't know the side. We don't really know what it is, but it's living within us. I think those days I was depressed, and you know what this thing does? You're something that is eating you from the inside, but you're not letting it out. Me, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not a. I don't share much. Okay. I'm not a very talkative person. I'm not a person who speaks out things. Okay. I can keep a lot of shit to myself and never say a word. Okay, that time I used to keep quiet. I used to cry. I didn't want to open up to anybody. I used to look around and didn't see like I could open up to someone. You know, it took a toll on me. And one thing I've realized about depression, about hizo vitu tunaweka, that thing that hits you up, it hits you from inside. You don't talk about it, you keep it there, you assume it's over and you move on with your life. There are things that comes with it, you don't address it, and there are things that comes with it. A lot of bitterness, you become very bitter, you become very silent, like you don't want you just feel bad about everything. Yeah, when someone crosses you, you feel bad about it. I mean, that thing, I don't know, this is my personal experience though, very, this is not a story, I went through it, guys. And at the end of the day, I have learned letting things go. Okay, when you share something, when you share what is eating you inside with someone, most of the time you get emotional, you cry, and do you know, when you do that, you feel relieved, like something from your heart, you feel it has melted. Personally, I was very bitter. I just felt like I don't want anything. And if you cross my line, I don't know. Okay, but people could look at me and think I am the strongest person they know. Eh? Once someone told me, if Miriam is crying, then that should be something very big, because they think I can't cry. But that's wrong. We are all human. And sometimes strong is not enough. You don't need to be strong. Yeah? Sometimes allow yourself to be vulnerable. Let that thing out. And guys, today, the moral of that story is, you could be having something that is eating you inside. Speak about it, share it with someone. Okay, right now, the times we are living now, they are very, I don't know, there are so many challenges right now, economically, socially, and everything that's going on with it. It's taking toll on people. People are not okay mentally, and if you want to know this real, just try to talk to people. You'll just see the mood. People are so bitter, people are so frustrated, nothing is working, people are giving up. And I ask myself, what can we do about this? And I'll ask you guys, when was the last time you checked up on a friend? When was the last time you asked yourself, am I okay? Am I okay? Right now, relationships are the worst. People are dying in these marriages. People are living in one house, but they are apart. I mean, you just feel like you don't want that person. You don't want anything to do with that person. What can we do, guys? And this is what I'm saying. If if you feel that something is wrong, please address it. If you are not okay, please just find someone, talk to someone about that thing, what is bothering you. Okay? Just go talk it out, cry about it. You just don't care, but just speak it out. And you are out there. These are our brothers. These are our sisters. These are our colleagues. These are people we know every day. The only thing you can do to someone is just to listen. These are the times where we need listening. Just listen. People are going through shit. Okay? You could be in that marriage. I'm not a marriage counselor. Please don't get me this. I have my flaws. I'm not a counselor. I'm not an expert. You could be in a relationship. You could be in that marriage. It's not working. Eh? Things are not working. Can you sit down with whoever you are in that relationship with and talk things out? If you cannot solve them by talking, if you cannot sit down, if you cannot listen, if you cannot commune together, can you stop killing yourself? Can you just can you just let it go? Because let me ask you, what is the need of dying in a marriage? You as a man, you as a woman, stay in a place that you don't have peace. It's living in a place that you don't know. I mean, you don't talk, like you with someone, but everybody is on their mission. Everybody's alone. I don't know. There's no a long night, a long and a bitter life than a life where you're living with someone. You don't talk. There's nothing you have in common. You agree? Then you're not talking. You're not together. You're together, but you are not together. How does that even feel? I tend to imagine that is the worst life on earth. Okay? So, what I'm gonna ask you people, if you're in a situation that is not working, can you love yourself? Can you find peace within yourself and accept realities? Hmm? Accept the reality as it is. Sit down with yourself, ask yourself questions, and answer yourself. And by so doing, you'll find a solution to this. In most cases, like in this marriage setup, you find there are kids, and most people who live in this kind of situation, they claim they are living there for the sake of children. Can I ask you a question? How you guys? Let me ask you a question. What what will you give your children when you are broken? If you're broken to an extent that you don't even recognize yourself, you're bitter with yourself, things are not working. How will you be peace to your children when you don't have the peace? Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see my point? How can you give what you don't have? You stay in a place that you don't have peace. You as a woman, you as a man, and you're there because of the children. Please don't lie to me that in that situation you'll give the best to your kids. You can't, because you'll always be frustrated. If it's a wife, you'll always be frustrated. You're taking out to your children, you abusing them because maybe you hate their father. Eh? You as a father, you won't give them the best because maybe even you're not showing up. You're not even coming to them. You're coming late. They don't even see you. They don't know whether you're there. And it's because of these things. Hmm? If something is not working, I mean, talk about it. If you can't, love yourself. Peace is very important. Why do you want to kill yourself just because you want the society to see you, to see you in a marriage? Why do you want to kill yourself? Because you want this picture. Yeah, me, my wife, and my children. And that's not the picture that does not, that doesn't. Hmm? A picture. It's a picture too, but in reality, nothing is happening. Me today, I just come in peace, and I just want to let you know that you can start a life. Okay? There are things you cannot bargain. There are things you cannot joke with. Peace. Let me tell you, you want to sit there because of your children. You want to go through that shit because you say you want to do your children. You end up frustrated, depressed, and maybe dying and leaving your children suffering just because you didn't love yourself. And I always say, you cannot give what you don't have. You cannot preach about love that you don't have. If I don't love myself, I cannot love anybody else. It goes without saying. So during these hard times, hard economic times, hard social times, it's crazy out here. Be kind to yourself. That is one. Be kind to yourself. Number one. If you are kind to yourself, you'll be able to be kind, to extend the kindness to someone else. And another thing that I'm going to touch on a little bit, people are having problems. In place of work, those people come from families that everybody has their frustration. Okay? Handle people with dignity, handle people with care, show some love. I mean, love is not just saying I love you, and be kind to people, be kind to someone. Okay? Allow yourself to be there for someone when they need you. If someone feels that something is not right, be there to listen. Be there to listen. Okay? Once you listen to them, they'll feel relieved. Okay, my people? So please, I'll urge you during this time, don't kill yourself. Whatever is working, let it work. Whatever is not working, don't force it. Love yourself first. And also, examine yourself. Before you say, I'm okay, examine yourself deep down and be honest with yourself. If you want to survive in these times, be honest with yourself. Just understand. Just understand yourself first. Okay? And these frustrations come and depression comes when you want to create a world that doesn't exist. Okay? I have 10 shillings and I want to assume I have 1,000. How is that even possible? Is that even possible? I don't know. So, what happens if I want to live in that kind of life? Hmm? Call yourself a meeting, have a conversation with yourself, understand this is where I am right now, this is what I'm working with, and this is what is happening. So, if you have that under control, you'll be able to control yourself. You'll know where I want to be, what I'm doing right now, where I am right now, and how I'm gonna live right now. Guys, let's be kind to each other. Let's be kind to each other. Let's be shows, spread love, spread kindness. Guys, I feel like for today that's it. I want to pass that small nugget to you people. Yeah. And there's a wind up. I'm asking you. Speak up. Listen. Show some love. Be kind. And above all, put your trust in God. Okay? You know, there's no formula in speaking to God. You know, God, I don't know how God is. Okay? We believe in God. Okay, and you know there's no a formula, how there's no someone who is able to reach to God and someone who cannot. You can speak to God in the simplest way you know how. You understand? You can tell him every day as it is. You can have a conversation with your God, like, I'm going through this, I don't know what to do, and I'm sure you're gonna show up, you're gonna show you some guidelines, God got us. No matter what, no matter the storm, is a peace in the storm. He is the peace in the storm. Maybe the marriage, whatever I mean, he is the peace in the storm. And if you trust in him, he'll never fail you. Okay? One thing fails, he show you something else. Okay? Don't be afraid to start all over again. Okay? You are the peak. You felt like, oh, I want a jack. I was married. I cannot go back. I cannot be a single father. I cannot be a single mama. But let me tell you, God has a way of making things. God has a purpose. You know, the way the Bible tells us that before you were formed in your mother's womb, I knew you. And before you were born, I ordained you. And you know, and he also tells us that I know the plans I have for you. Okay? I know the plans I have for you. The plans of goodness and not to harm you. So, guys, don't give up. Our Father will never leave us. He'll not give up on us. No matter what we do, no matter we go, no matter how we mess up, you can come back to Him and explain to Him. Okay, guys? So, that's it for today, guys. I'm so happy to have you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting me, guys. And until the next one, guys. Bye.